Hi, I'm so happy that you're joining me today. If we've not yet met, my name is Samantha Lee Wright, and I absolutely love helping people learn about how to achieve better health through essential oils. We have a lot to cover today. We're going to talk all about how to use essential oils, the different methods of application and use, and then I'm going to go into lots of different ways that you can use essential oils for everyday issues like promoting better sleep, promoting better energy, happiness, and immune support, digestive support, so many things, even brain health we'll get into. So a little about me before we get started. I've been using essential oils and teaching about essential oils for about 4 years now. I run a essential oil podcast called the Essential Oil Revolution. I host that every week. We have new episodes where we interview different experts from around the world about essential oils and health and wellness. So to get you more familiar with essential oils, let's talk about a little bit of essential oil history and then the various applications of essential oils. So essential oils are very deeply rooted throughout cultures around the world, and they were used in a variety of ways, all the way from religious to healing purposes. The use of aromatic oils was first recorded in China between 2697 and 2597 BCE. It was customary for the Romans to use essential oils in massages and baths. And so, as you can see, there's a rich history of aromatic, topical, and oral essential oil uses, which is the three different methods we're going to talk about. So first, let's talk about aromatic use of essential oils. Aromatic use of essential oils is just the act of smelling or inhaling an essential oil. Our sense of smell is often really overlooked as a method of healing. However, smell can elicit very powerful psychological, mental, and emotional responses by absorbing the essential oil through our olfactory nerve, through our olfactory system. This process provides a direct link to the limbic system of our brain. The limbic system is the part of the brain that supports a variety of functions, including smell, emotions, behavior, and memory. We've all experienced this. If you ever, walk into a home that smells like grandma's cookies, it's going to bring you back to that time and place and that memory. We all know what it's like to peel an orange and get that burst of citrus into our olfactory systems and feel just soothed or happy in that moment. So there are oils which can be very uplifting and invigorating, or calming and relaxing. Some of my favorite calming, relaxing oils are frankincense and lavender. Some uplifting oils would be peppermint and lemon. So different oils can have different effects on our emotions. Probably the most common way that essential oils are inhaled or used aromatically is through a diffuser. These are popular little machines that usually use a mixture of water, and then you add essential oils to the water, press a button, and then boom, your essential oils are released into the air, much like a humidifier. However, do not use your common everyday humidifier with essential oils. If it's not built for essential oils, it's going to wear down the parts of that machine really quickly. Personally, I think using a diffuser throughout your household is one of the best first steps that anyone can take when they're starting to learn about essential oils. It's such an easy way to experience that oil, and it's also a really popular replacement for things like air fresheners that typically are very chemically laden. So if you are a scented candle or air freshener fragrance lover, do know that a lot of those traditional methods can have so many toxins and chemicals involved with that you're putting into your air. So using an essential oil diffuser not only can help you get rid of those toxins that would otherwise be polluting your home, but can also be an easy way to make your home smell amazing. Every time someone walks into my home, they say, "Ooh, what you diffusing today? It smells good." So a diffuser, again, is the most popular way to use oils aromatically. However, there are lots of other ways you can use oils aromatically as well. Simply placing a few drops on a cotton ball and putting that in the air vents of your car, or around your home, or inside stinky shoes can be really easy things to do. It doesn't have to be complicated or fancy. Simply opening up an essential oil bottle and smelling it right there from the bottle, or putting a few drops in your hand and cupping your hand over your mouth and nose and breathing that in deeply, is a really amazing way that you can use essential oils. It's very simple. You can also add essential oils to a water spray bottle and just mist that into your room, making like a nice air spray, or misting it over your furniture, carpets, or linens, or adding oils to laundry balls. If you're a fan, like I am, of wool dryer balls, I love adding things like lemon or lavender to my essential oil, to my dryer balls, and putting those in my laundry, and then my clothes comes out smelling amazing. And then I don't have to spend money on expensive dryer sheets, which are also one of the biggest culprits when it comes to adding a chemical and toxic load to your home. So it's really amazing how easily essential oils are absorbed by the skin. So when you apply essential oils to your skin, it absorbs into your skin and into your bloodstream, and they can affect your whole body within seconds. So applying essential oils anywhere on the body pretty much is okay. The areas that is not beneficial or not okay to add essential oils to would be your eyeballs. Can be very painful if you accidentally get an essential oil into your eye. Don't try to flush it out with water. That's going to drive it in further. Instead, you want to grab a carrier oil like coconut oil or olive oil, jojoba oil, anything that's sort of fatty based, and then use that to get that oil out of your eye. You also do not want to put essential oils directly into your ear canal. Now, when it comes to how much oil to use, that's really up to you. You can use as little as 1 drop, and or if you have been using oils for a while and your system's gotten used to them, you can use, up to 8 or 10 drops. So it's just depending on the application you need. I tend to err on the side of, it's pretty hard to do this wrong. So don't worry too much about using too much oil. If you are worried about using too little oil, just add a couple more drops and see how it feels. Just listen to your body. That's the most important thing. If you're using a good quality oil, then really it's hard to use too much, especially if you're diluting it down. But these are very powerful, potent substances, so you don't want to waste them. You don't need to use a bunch. So it's actually better to use a little throughout the day. So frequency trumps quantity. So instead of using 10 drops, one time and then calling it a day, it's much better to spread that oil out throughout the day. So applying and reapplying about every 2 to 4 to 5 hours as needed. This might depend on your age, your size, your overall health. So reach out to me if you have any questions as far as how to apply or what to use or where to use it. I always say, though, don't be afraid to experiment. So topical application, some great locations for that are like the neck, the back of the neck, the lower back, up the spine, on the bottom of the feet is a really popular place to apply. If you don't know where else to apply, just try the bottom of your feet. Maybe your forehead or your temples, your chest or your tummy, as close to the area you're trying to benefit, probably the better. But if it's like an internal system you're trying to support, like your immune system or your respiratory system or an organ, you're not sure how to get to it, just put it on the bottom of your feet and or up the spine, and you're going to feel those effects. Other ways you can use essential oils topically include doing a warm bath and adding some oils to that. I like to add my oils to some Epsom salts first and then add it to my bath. That way the oil doesn't just float up there on the top. or you can add oil to a hot or cold compress. So soaking a cloth in water and oil and applying that to the skin, or using your essential oils in a DIY lotion or moisturizer, or just adding some oil to whatever lotion or moisturizer you're already using. Really simple here. So next, let's talk about oral application or internal use. So a lot of essential oils have a really rich culinary history, and they can also be used as dietary supplements to support a vast variety of health journeys. In fact, you might already be ingesting essential oil compounds without even knowing it. So if you've ever drinking a cup of peppermint tea or added cinnamon to your oatmeal or fresh basil to pasta, these contain aromatic essential oil compounds. So as you have guessed, essential oils can have really potent health benefits when ingested, since essential oils are transported throughout the body via the bloodstream. So essential oils are lipid-soluble compounds, meaning they don't dissolve in fat. Rather than water-soluble molecules, which dissolve in water. So as a fat-soluble compound, essential oils are readily transported to all organs of the body, including the brain. And we're going to talk more about brain health later on. So the exact mechanism by which essential oils react with cells is not entirely clear. However, there's more and more research being done every single day. Fascinating to look at the science behind how essential oils are interacting with the cells of our body, and how different oils, because different oils are going to have different chemical compositions from one another, different biochemical properties, how they have so many unique benefits. Essential oils are what I like to call adaptogenic. So if, for example, I put lavender on my skin, or I put lavender in a capsule or in my diffuser, that lavender, those oil compounds, which we know that there's at least 400 plus chemical constituents in lavender, one drop of lavender alone. That's just what we know about. I'm sure there's many more. Those are going to go in and they're going to adapt to what my body needs in that moment. If the same person next to me puts on that same lavender oil, those molecules are going to go in and adapt to what their body needs the most. So it's really amazing how intelligent these essential oil molecules can be. So different ways that you can use oils internally is adding a few drops to a recipe. I love to add a few drops of orange oil to my waffle batter, maybe a few drops of peppermint to my brownie recipes, or some oregano or thyme to my spaghetti sauce. It's really easy to do. Making a lavender yogurt is really easy. So many possibilities here. Or making some lemonade or tea using your essential oil. It can be so much fun and really easy to do. Just know that essential oils are very flavorful, very powerful, so you really just want to start with one drop, give it a taste, see how it goes, and maybe add another couple drops if desired. Another way is to ingest via a capsule. So you can buy empty capsules at your health food store. They're very cheap. And then you can just drop a few essential oil drops into your capsule. I like to top mine off with some olive oil, but typically if I'm going to make a pill, I really like to make lemon, lavender, and peppermint pills. I like to take those throughout the year to help with seasonal changes, and I'll take that lemon, lavender, peppermint combination, about 3 or 4 drops each, top it off with some olive oil, and I'll take one of those every few hours if there's like lots of pollen in the air, and it helps so much. So if you're ever concerned about which oils you can or cannot take internally, know that there are certain oils that are not recommended for internal use, such as wintergreen oil. You can do a quick Google search for that and learn a little more, or just look at the label of the essential oil bottle that you're using, and hopefully that will have some clear instructions on it. It can be a little confusing, so if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to me. I'm happy to help. So now that we've talked about the different ways you can use essential oils, let's talk about the benefits that they have. Essential oils have so many benefits. There's no way that I can list them all here. If you go to a website like pubmed.org, you can search essential oils and you'll find over 14,000 articles that are researching the benefits of essential oils. It's very astounding. Essential oils affect and benefit every system of our body, from our skin to our respiratory system, our immune health, our liver function, our healthy hormone systems, our digestive system, our emotions, our brain function. There's just so many ways that essential oils can help. So let's just list a few and some of my favorite oils that you can incorporate. Let's talk about our immune systems and antioxidants. So essential oils, if you know anything about antioxidants, so first of all, antioxidants are these powerful compounds that we can put into our bodies. Our bodies do not make antioxidants on our own. We can ingest them through things that we eat. So usually people think, when they hear antioxidants, they think of blueberries or pomegranates, things like that are going to give us, that are high in antioxidants. The way that we measure antioxidants is through something we call the ORAC scale. And when we study essential oils and put them on that ORAC scale, we see that essential oils typically have twice or 5 times, even 10 times the level of antioxidant power versus things like blueberries and pomegranates and things like that. So they're very powerful antioxidant agents that can really help us fight off those free radicals that are in our body, that are introduced through things like chemicals, toxins, pumping our gas, things like that. So just incorporating a few essential oils into your day every day can help you increase your antioxidant level, which has so many benefits that we know of. So some of my favorite to incorporate every day are things like clove oil, cinnamon oil, cypress and spruce oils are all very high in antioxidants. Also, essential oils can be very highly effective in increasing our immune support. So increasing our immune support oils, I think of, are cinnamon and clove oil, a combination of clove, lemon, cinnamon, eucalyptus, and rosemary is a very popular blend that we like to call the Thieves Blend. That is a very powerful way to increase your immune support. I put Thieves on my kids before they go to school and after they get home, just to increase their immunity and making sure that they get to stay in school year round. I definitely have some of the healthiest kids. I see a lot of other kids getting sick quite often, and I feel like that really helps when we incorporate that Thieves oil or something like tea tree or frankincense into our daily routine. The last oil I'll talk about for immune support is oregano essential oil. Oregano is a very powerful, very potent oil. It has so many uses. I encourage you to go Google oregano essential oil when I'm done here. But you'll find that oregano oil can be very powerful to use when you're wanting to support your immune system. You can put it in a diffuser. You can apply it topically to your spine or the bottom of your feet. Definitely want to dilute that one. It's very hot. But I'll say probably my favorite way to use oregano is ingesting it in a capsule, because it's not, I don't really like personally smelling like pizza all day long. So I like to put it in a capsule. And then I'll swallow that. I'll usually, now that I've used oils for a long time, I'll put up to 3 or 4 drops of oregano. But when you first get started, just start with 1 drop. It is very powerful. I would probably recommend not using heavy amounts of oregano oil for more than 2 weeks at a time. You want to give your system a chance to have lots of healthy bacteria, and so you would not want to overuse the oregano in that case. So definitely do some more research on oregano oil. It's a very amazing oil for sure. A number of essential oils have been noted for improving digestion. So some oils we know can really help with stimulating the digestive enzymes so that we can increase our nutrient breakdown and absorption, and have been shown to support a healthy digestive system. The oils I think of the most for healthy digestion include peppermint oil, ginger, fennel, lemongrass, and marjoram. So all of these oils I just listed are also great to cook with. I'd say peppermint is my go-to whenever I'm starting to want to support some healthy digestion, or also another added benefit is just with your nasal cavities, really helping clear things out, is putting a drop of peppermint under your tongue and just holding it there. I love doing that. Or you can drink some peppermint in water. So again, those oils I think of for digestion support are ginger, peppermint, fennel, lemongrass, and marjoram. You can try one of those oils. You can try combining them all. It's up to you. You can rub those oils over your belly, or you can apply them and rub them into the bottom of your feet, or take them in a capsule. So as you can see, there's no one way to do this, folks. It's really something you can have fun with and experiment, and it's really hard to go wrong. But again, if you have any questions or concerns, just reach out to me. I'm happy to help. Essential oils can also give a big energy boost. The oils I think of for energy boosting are the citrus oils like orange and grapefruit or lemon, or things like peppermint or eucalyptus. So a lot of these oils have properties which we know can boost mood and energy. Personally, if I'm having a bad day or I'm feeling grumpy, I'll go to my diffuser and I'll pop a few drops of orange and grapefruit in, and I feel better immediately. Peppermint as well is a really wonderful one to do before exercising or doing any sort of physical activity. We know that peppermint essential oil can increase the amount of oxygen that your body can intake and send to your lungs. So my husband, he's a big workout-aholic. He loves putting peppermint in his water while he's working out and applying some to his chest, or just breathing it in can really help increase athletic performance. So I said we were going to talk about brain health. So here we are. The amount of research being done on essential oils and the impacts that it can have to improve brain function is really outstanding. We talked about the powerful antioxidants already that can be found in essential oils. We know that these can help improve cognitive function. And there's a lot of studies suggesting that aromatherapy can really help with things like memory recall. So there's lots of patients who are really benefiting from using essential oils. The oils that I think of when it comes to brain health include frankincense. Probably one of my overall favorite oils of all time is frankincense. You can use it in all the ways. You can put it in your diffuser, you can put it on your skin. Frankincense also has really amazing skin benefits. So, but if I want to wake up my brain or improve my mood or improve my focus, I like to put frankincense on the back of my neck, and I rub it on my ears as well. When you rub oils on your ears, you're going to give yourself an emotional boost really quickly. Cedarwood essential oil has also been studied a lot and proven to help with children who really struggle with that attention. So if you have a wild child, has a hard time focusing in school, incorporate cedarwood essential oil into their daily routine. You can make a roller ball. Kids love roller balls. That's just like a glass vial that has a roller ball on top that you can rub really easily onto your skin. You can teach your kid how to rub that oil onto the back of their neck, or you can encourage them to put a drop of cedarwood on their thumb and place their thumb to the roof of their mouth when they're beginning to study, and then again when they're taking a test, and that can help with that memory recall really well. This oil stimulates the brain's limbic region and pineal gland like nobody's business, so it's a really great oil to use. Some other oils good for brain health include patchouli, ylang ylang, and sandalwood essential oil. All of these are really beneficial for boosting concentration. And of course, essential oils can be phenomenal when it comes to emotional support and when it comes to things like stress and occasional anxiety. The oils that I think of when it comes to stress include lavender, frankincense, chamomile, bergamot, ylang ylang, orange, geranium, and vetiver. So I know that's a lot of oils I just listed. If I had to narrow it down, I'd probably say vetiver, frankincense, and bergamot would be 3 ones to try out first, and to see if they can help you with that emotional support. Pairing these oils, of course, with something like a relaxing bath or meditation or yoga or a massage, all of these things are going to help your whole body calm down. Essential oils can also be really soothing to our bodies and help support our body's natural ability to heal and deal with inflammation. The oil, my go-to oil when it comes to soothing muscles and applying topically, include Copaiba and wintergreen. So that combination, wintergreen and Copaiba, can really help when it comes to soothing your muscles. Applying that topically and diluting it with a carrier oil is a really good way to go about that. You can also experiment with oils like peppermint and lavender, and chamomile. So try putting those on your knees, your shoulders, your back, wherever you're wanting to support your body's natural ability to heal. If you want more ideas there, don't be afraid to reach out and ask for help. Now, next, let's talk about how essential oils can help with some cosmetics. So essential oils have so many amazing properties when it comes to hair health and skin health. I personally love applying essential oils to my hair and to my face on a daily basis. My favorite oils to put on my face include frankincense and geranium. Really beneficial there. When it comes to healthy hair, my concoction that I like to call mermaid hair includes lavender, rosemary, and cedarwood. So lavender, rosemary, and cedarwood just in equal parts. You can either add that to your shampoo and conditioner or make a spray bottle on its own and spray that into your hair. You're going to love the mermaid hair effect that it will give you. You'll have glorious hair in no time. Other oils to have around for skin health include clary sage. So if you're ever having that occasional skin irritation or bumps or bruises, clary sage, lavender, helichrysum, those are all really excellent to use for your skin. Now, when we talk about health and wellness, it's impossible not to include a discussion about toxicity. So many of us are really overloaded with toxins that we're exposed to on a daily basis, whether it be whatever material was used to build your house or in your workplace, or the fragrances or dyes or chemicals that are in harsh cleaning products, pesticides that are around us. So many of us struggle with this. One of my favorite things about essential oils is that it's so easy to replace these things in our home that might be adding to our toxic load. So I know it can feel overwhelming at first, but there's so many alternatives out there in incorporating essential oils that can help us ditch those harsh cleaning products or those fragrant chemicals that are in candles, scented candles, and room fresheners, or our dryer sheets is a big culprit as well. So I love how even if you're not into the DIY, there's lots of options out there with products that are incorporating essential oils that you can lower your toxic load. You don't always have control of what's outside your home, but you are the gatekeeper of your own home. You get to decide what you allow through that front door into your home, and you want to be inviting things into your home that are benefiting your health instead of damaging it, right? So if you feel like you are dealing with a lot of toxic load, I would highly recommend incorporating lemon essential oil into your daily routine, adding it to your water or putting it in a capsule. That can really support healthy liver function, support healthy respiratory function, support healthy digestive function, and it can really help with that toxic load. Grapefruit is another oil that can do the same thing, can help flush out the system and support a healthy metabolism at the same time. And then lastly, I want to share about how essential oils can help promote sleep. Sleep deprivation, we all know, can lead to very serious health consequences. Did you know that 90% of people suffering from insomnia are reported to have additional health conditions? It turns out that sleep loss increases your risk of heart disease, heart attack, heart failure, irregular heartbeat, high blood pressure, stroke, even diabetes. We know that weight gain can have a lot to do with not getting enough quality sleep. So if you struggle with getting good quality sleep, or you just want some help getting to sleep faster, I'll share with you my favorite essential oil blend for that. I shared this with my mother, who is really struggling with some sleep issues, and she supports me and she loves me, of course, but she's very skeptical of my oils, or what she calls my witch oils. So it took her a while to be open enough to try it out, but when she was struggling with sleep, she got so desperate. She said, "All right, Sam, send me whatever you got. I'll try anything." So I sent her my combination of lavender, cedarwood, and vetiver. That's my favorite sleep blend. She put it in her diffuser at night. She texted me the next day and said that was the best sleep she'd ever gotten in her life, and she's now a true believer. So that was really cool. So I'd say you use 1 part vetiver to 2 parts lavender and 2 parts cedarwood. So give that a try. Let me know how you like it. But one recipe is definitely not going to work for every person. You can also experiment. I've had a lot of success with some of my members saying that a combination of lavender and citrus oils have helped them. So orange, lemon, grapefruit. Try some of that out. Try out some chamomile or ylang ylang. Those can also help with good sleep as well. You can apply it to your pillow before bed. Put it in your diffuser, or just apply it to the bottom of your feet and see how it works for you. Let me know. I love to hear success stories. So I'm going to end our discussion out with a few safety tips. I think we've probably gone through some of them already, but in general, do know that essential oils are extremely safe to use in appropriate doses and with common sense, and when we're talking about a good quality essential oil here. So I'd say when it comes to safety, first and foremost, you want to make sure that you're using a good quality oil. You're going to get what you pay for here. There is very, very little regulation in the essential oil world. So people, companies can produce an essential oil and slap terms on it like therapeutic grade or 100% pure, and these terms don't actually have to mean what you think they should mean. Even oils that are labeled USDA organic are not required to have more than 6% of organic essential oil material in that bottle. A lot of essential oils are diluted down or completely synthesized, or a mixture of synthesized oil and real oils. Real oils come from the plant and nothing but the plant. There should not be any added chemicals or solvents in that bottle. However, if there are those added things to the bottle, that company is not required to disclose that. So unfortunately, not that I'm a fan of overregulation, unfortunately right now, because there is practically zero regulation here, a lot of people are using poor quality oils, not getting the results that they're looking for, and even having some dangerous outcomes as well. So if you want to know more about the oils that I choose for me and my family, I've done a lot of research in this area. Don't hesitate to reach out to me. I'm happy to share. So some other safety tips real quick is make sure that when you're using oils topically on your skin, if you're new to oils, definitely dilute heavily with a carrier oil. If you're having any sort of negative reaction, just stop using that oil or lessen the amount of oil that you're using. You can ingest essential oils in small doses. Don't be drinking a whole bottle of oil, people. Definitely keep them out of reach of kids, and pregnant women might want to check with your doctor first as well. There's a lot of differing opinions out there on the internet about all of these issues. At the end of the day, You're the one that gets to decide. You're the one that gets to try something out and see how you feel like it feels for you. If you want to talk more about any of these issues, definitely contact me. If you have cats or dogs around or any small pets, definitely want to do a little more research here. In general, I say especially for cats, the internet has a lot to say about oils in cats. If you give the cat access to leave the room on its own free will, so they're not trapped in a room that you're diffusing essential oils in, that cat should leave the room if that oil is not interacting well into their body. So that's all I'll say about that. Definitely want to do a little more research and reach out to me if you have any questions. When you're storing your oils, make sure you store them out of direct sunlight and in a cool place with your lids tightly closed. And when using citrus oils, make sure you protect your skin from the sunlight for the next 24 hours or so. So don't put some lemon on your face and then go out and sunbathe. That would be a big no-no. So I thought I would leave you guys with some of my favorite essential oil blends that you can experiment with at home. These can be really lovely to diffuse or create in some sort of roller ball. So when the leaves start to fall, I love diffusing orange, cinnamon, and nutmeg together. When the sun is shining or maybe it's raining and I want to add a little sunshine to my home, I'll do lavender, lemon, and rosemary together. If I want to chill out, maybe I'm about to do a yoga session or a meditation, lavender, lime, and cardamom can be lovely. And if I want to have an extra sunny day in my house, combining citrus oils like orange and grapefruit and bergamot with some spearmint gives it a nice little punch. If you're wanting something a little more masculine, try out the Man Cave. It's 3 drops of bergamot, 3 drops cypress, and 3 drops black spruce. So those are some of my favorite blends I thought I would share with you guys. So to wrap things up, I know that we just went over a ton of information, but if I could leave you with just the gist of things, know that each essential oil offers numerous benefits. So feel free to play around and experiment and ask lots of questions. Don't feel like you have to be the expert or know everything in order to just get started and start benefiting from these amazing essential oils. Thank you so much for joining me here today. I hope that this has gotten you all really excited to try out using essential oils or taught you a few new things if you're already an essential oil user. If you love essential oils and you want to learn more about oils and health and wellness, I hope you tune in to our podcast. It's a free weekly show. It's audio only, and you can find it for free on any podcast app on your mobile device, or you can listen on our website, revolutionoilspodcast.com. I love helping people get started on their journey, so if you have any questions or want to reach out and say hi, here's lots of different ways that you can get in touch with me. It's got my personal website, my Instagram and Facebook, and the podcast as well. Again, if you're looking to listen to that every week on iTunes, Stitcher, or wherever you get your podcast. Thanks so much for tuning in.